Hello, this is Master340, signed playthrough of Fire Emblem Houses, and last time we did chapter 20. So you're probably wondering what we're doing here instead of continuing with chapter 21. Well, I did unlock a few support conversations, but I figured if, depending on how many they are, if I remember, I sometimes record them and just cut them in, but in this case I figured, how about I just show them off from the start right here, the ones I've seen, and then just count, and then do the chapter. Sort of like that. So we're going to do it in this order instead. So let's do this one first. Yes. And here's the thing, part 1 or part 2. So you go to part 1, basically Melina would look the same, but Cyril would look like he was much younger. So if we did part 2 instead, it'd still be the same conversation, but I think that the appearance is different. So let's have a look-see.
This is unbelievable. Why? Why does it keep happening to me? What's wrong with me?
Are you okay?
I was sure I'd be happy this time. Why, oh why do I always struggle in love?
Please, let go of my sleeve.
If I let go, you'll just run away, won't you?
Yes.
Nobody wants to listen to my romantic tragedy. But I saw you, Cyril, and I thought, Cyril will listen, because Cyril is good people.
Okay, I surrender. What do you want to say?
I knew I could trust you, Cyril. You're such a good boy, such a good young man.
How can I help you? Is it just with listening?
Oh, it's a real tragedy. Let me tell you that. Yesterday, I was hitting it off with a man I'd seen a few times at the pub. When I looked in his eyes, I thought he was the one. But then, well, we were drinking and enjoying ourselves, and all of a sudden, poof, gone. He just vanished.
I feel like I've heard this story before.
Can you believe he treated me so cruelly?
Yeah, this is all real familiar.
My heart is in tatters. I can't believe anyone could throw away a woman like me. Cyril, be honest. What's wrong with me?
You drink too much, blame others for your behavior, and you don't understand you gotta love yourself before someone else can love you back.
Maybe he wasn't for me anyway. If you're gonna take off after a few drinks, who needs you, right? I think you're too young to understand, but I also think talking to you made me feel better. Yeah. You know what, Cyril? I'm gonna come talk to you more often.
Up this late practicing with your lance, are you?
And what about you? Have you got something on your mind again? You really should go to bed. It is chilly out, and you could catch cold. What's the matter? Have you been having nightmares?
Well, in a certain sense, yes. Can you spare a moment?
Of course.
Thank you. I want to apologize to you. When last we spoke, I mishandled the situation.
Your words that night touched me deeply. It felt as though I had been punched in the gut. But more importantly, I think I owe you an apology. I lied to you.
You did?
Do you recall when I ate that meal you cooked and I told you it was delicious? The truth is that no matter what I eat, I can scarcely taste it. I have not had my sense of taste for 9 years now.
My cooking certainly is not something people often compliment me on.
I am sorry. When I said the food was good, I was just saying what I thought you would want to hear.
An apology is not necessary. You were only trying to be kind, after all.
In the end, I am not sure it was kind.
Just the same, it was nice to hear. Oh, hey! I have an idea! What if you sampled some really pungent food? Or something extremely spicy? Maybe that would...
Flame,
Yes?
I like your cooking. I cannot taste it properly, but in my book, it is truly delicious.
No need for the flattery. Anyhow, maybe someday you will get your taste back. I hope then you will be able to compliment me sincerely about my cooking. Oh.
Flame? What is the matter? Is something weighing on your mind again? It is freezing out here. You should be bundled up in your warm bed.
Listen, Dimitri. The truth is, I am afraid of sleeping.
Afraid of it? Why?
I am afraid that when I close my eyes, I shall fall into a very deep sleep. One from which I cannot wake up. For years upon years. Then, when I finally awaken, everyone I know and love will be long gone. Vanished with the sands of time. I am sure it seems silly. But try as I might, I cannot shake this fear.
I cannot quite grasp what you are describing. But I can promise you one thing. No matter how many years go by, I will always remember you.
I appreciate the sentiment. Even so, one day...
Listen carefully, Flame. There is something I have been wanting to tell you.
Oh? What is that?
You know that dish you made the other day? It was so sweet, it made my tongue go numb.
I am not so sure that is a good thing.
Well, I could only really taste the first bite, so I may have been imagining it. But still, I was so happy. That moment will always put a smile on my face whenever I remember it. I could never forget you, Flame. I promise. Besides, we have fought side by side. We are friends. I am sure all of the others would say the same. Is something the matter?
You really do not pick up on subtle cues, do you?
Cues?
Well, it is all a part of your charm, I suppose. With you here, I finally feel I can sleep without having to worry at all.
Hey, wait! I did not mean for you to fall asleep right here.
Someday you appreciate food.
Flame... she is hopeless.
To find the analog of your beauty in nature, I can turn only to the lily. Only that flower is so sweet and so delicate as to approach your loveliness. Why, just look at these soft, delicate fingertips you have. It is as though they could blossom into fragrant lilies before my very eyes.
If you're so wild about flowers, why don't you try a flower shop? Ugh.
Oh, wow. That was... I'm sorry I saw that, but I am so glad I saw that.
Oh, did you not realize? I was only testing her. Any woman who is taken in by such simple flattery is ill-suited to my noble disposition.
Oh, okay, I'm glad you explained it, because I thought you just got rejected. Just flat out, no way to make yourself feel better about it, rejected. And the reason, your nobleness, is because that is really not the way you go about hitting on a girl.
Oh, is it not? And I suppose you consider yourself an expert on the subject.
Pay attention, kid. Maybe you'll learn something. When I saw you, I just had to come over and say hello. Because finding you here feels like fate. Maybe we could go get some tea. Get to know each other better.
I think you must have mistaken me for someone else.
Someone who cares. Please excuse me.
Exquisite. Simply masterful. When is the wedding?
That's weird. Girls usually fall for that speech. You must have spooked her.
To think that the noble House Gautier would be blessed with such a graceful and charming heir.
Please. I'm a much better heir than a self-important failure like you.
This is not worth my time.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Are you all right?
Yes, Ow! I'm fine. I just twisted my ankle.
Oh, that won't do. Come, take my hand. Let's get you to the infirmary.
Are you sure it's okay to be seen helping me?
Why would it not be?
I thought you only extended your kindness to the nobility.
Certainly not. To aid a commoner in need is the most noble endeavor of all. Not only that, but you were injured by my carelessness. It is doubly my duty to assist.
In that case, I'll gladly accept your offer.
Good. There does not appear to be any real swelling, so you should heal swiftly.
Thank you so much for escorting me.
Walking on it will still be unpleasant. Allow me to lend you my shoulder, at least as far as your room.
If you're still offering to help, then I can't say no.
There you are, safe and sound. I will take my leave.
Thank you again, Lawrence. You know, I think I've learned something about you.
What is that?
In truth, it's not that you only extend your kindness to noble women. It's that you can't even see us of lower birth.
Excuse me?
You and I have been together all this time, but never once did you look me in the eye.
I hadn't noticed. But you will have to excuse any perceived rudeness. As the heir to House Gloucester, I have a duty. I must ask you to forget about me. Farewell.
Forget about him? What could that possibly mean?
So, Felix, is the tea to your liking?
It is.
It's nice to relax like this every now and then, isn't it?
It is.
You said some of your equipment is damaged, didn't you?
It is.
Are you not in the mood to talk? We could discuss your family or what's happening in high society. Flavors of tea? Your favorite jokes?
None of those. I already told you, I don't joke.
Of course, only cynicism. Oh, I know. We're holding a small opera in the cathedral soon. I'll be singing too. If you're interested in... but of course you aren't.
You can sing?
I'm sorry. What did you just say? Can I sing? I was only a diva of the Middle Frank Opera Company, that's all.
Oh, right. I forgot.
You forgot. Am I that uninteresting to you? What must you think of me?
You're insincere and loud, is what I think. But you do make a good sparring partner. And a good tea companion.
Oh.
Anyway, when's the concert?
It's an opera, and you don't have to come.
You just invited me. You can't tell me not to come. That's for me to decide.
Oh, then you must be there. I'll sing my heart out just for you.
I haven't said I'll go.
Are you going to come or not? If you keep teasing me, I might just pretend to cry.
Fine, I'll go.
Fantastic! I look forward to it.
Okay, and that is everyone for the time being. So, it is continue with a new chapter. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do from now on. Of course, my alternative is though that if I do see bunch of support conversations, I could just record it straight away and just cut it in. But whatever. But that's literally the only reason that's the only other reason why I'm still doing exploration. Not just so I see the intro cutscene for the next chapter. Because obviously, it's true I could just cut it out and put it into the main chapter, but then it would take time for the actual. Then it would take time out of the actual battle, and those could take longer.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths. The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Mercius. Managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory, the Kingdom Army returns to Garreg Mach to regroup and reorganize its forces. With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Alright. But yeah, like I said, this game does have replay value because of the multiple paths. Actually, I might talk about it actually. It's a bit of a distraction because, again, doing after the cutscene, exploration is most likely not going to be that long. Unless I sound like a ton of support conversations. Here we are.
Ah, there you are. His Highness was looking for you. He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner, Viscount Kleiman's man. He said he'd like for you and I to be present as well. Will you come with me?
I cannot overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a...
Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband and daughter.
What exactly are you implying?
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia. Cornelia's words were true. The two of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense! You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire, and people like Solon and Kronya had their motives too.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand. I have no idea what their true intentions were.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Dusker. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland. You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
I am only standing before you now, because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins. Yes, I believe I do.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell.
Are you not going to kill him?
I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yes, Your Highness.
No, I cannot say that I am. Tell me, Professor, how well do you remember your father, Gerald? Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice. I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn. Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill Father and me? Kill her false family? Home, to her own blood. Her true family. I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate. If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Duscur who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me. That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? Honestly, I think so too. But I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war. I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king. We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops. As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard. I would like to believe that as well. You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.
So... still pretty messed up reason to do that though. But, alright, let's usually explore. Master Seal again? Ugh. Dude, I want an actual better weapon, not some Master Seal nonsense. Alright, let's see what quests we got. Again, the supply run, Armored Garby, and Peach Coin. Again, if I do not have these, most likely I have to, I guess, plant and fish at this rate.
Please.
Let me consider. It matters not how just our cause may be. In the end, war is nothing more than organized murder. I understand the desire to reach a conclusion, but we mustn't overlook the sins inherent in our deeds. Sorry. I have a tendency to preach. We have lost so much, and in return, we have taken much from our enemies. I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence. I have a request.
Let's see. Yeah, alright, we haven't. Great.
Thank you very much.
Sweet.
Professor, our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart. I knew I could count on you. Good luck.
No turning back, eh? That's actually a good point. Yes, because I'm looking at chapter and we're very near the end of the game now. Well, for this path. Yeah, so we'll talk about that. Like I said, this game has multiple paths. It was during like the end of the last chapter in part 1. This path we're doing is the Azure Moon path. That's why it says Azure Moon every time it goes to the title. AKA because we're with the blue lines. But if you want to do other paths, you have to go get a new game plus.
Need something?
Oh wow, nice. It doesn't really matter which one we pick. This one.
This one? You're all set.
There we go. So, I think I will actually just concentrate on this now. Getting strength and speed max might actually be a pretty good idea.
See you again soon.
Usually like to spread them out a bit evenly, but there's really no point now.
Please.
But there we go. Pretty sweet.
Sorry, but I'm not the fighting type. All I can do is lend you the stuff you need. And, you know, pray to the goddess for your safety. Win, live, and return, okay? Mostly so you can pay me back for the stuff you borrowed.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think there's any new stuff now
Welcome.
that I can think of. No, not really. Nothing here that seems to stand out.
Come back soon.
While on some business, I went to see how the kingdom capital is getting on. There are still some things to work out before it can be restored. But generally, things seem to have calmed down. It's on its way to resuming its old energy. I think this will end up being a better kingdom than before. I really believe that.
Right.
Besides that, there's not much else new. Yeah. And like I said, the only reason I'm showing this off is because it's a good excuse to put all my support conversations. But that's literally about it.
Let me see. I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh, you don't think so? I've never seen her, so I was just guessing. She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and order the capture of the Archbishop, right? I don't know. Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking.
Anywho. There we are. Nice.
Hello.
Hi
there.
Oh, I'm with Gabby. Oh, wait. This one we could look at. Maybe we can buy something from, there's people there. Because they're playing online. I guess I could show this off. Let's see. What have they got for us? Because these are travelers. Oh, Umber Steel, huh? I don't mind getting that. Let's see, what about you? Oh. Alright. Oh. Horse there? Yeah, it's not really that important. Oh, Mithril! Yes! Give me that. You can have enough Mithril. Oh, wow. I think she's a dancer. Nice. So yeah, that's it. So you know, so training and all that. But yeah, this just, I think it's kind of random and actually changes as well as you return those days. But I think I might just show that off. But as usual, I'm going to go back to the dining room and pretty much just stuff my face, like literally. And then there's pretty much a bit of stat boost on my main character, and then yeah, that'll be that. And again, if I get any supports along the way, I'll actually show them off this time if I manage to get any white here. If not, as usual, I'll just show them off in the next part, as the next explanation, which is the last one, I suppose.
I did not.
This is new.
Okay, so yep, I'll be right back once I pretty much talk to everyone else off screen. And also other events and stuff. You know, like involving like the other church and all that. Oh, sorry. And pretty much everything else in between. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. And if I do get any support, I'll show those off before I'm done. So yeah, you kid. Like I said, see you guys in a bit. And I am back. Yep. I did a bit of experimentation as well. I started to make plus versions of certain weapons, more powerful ones. I think it might give me a little bit of an edge. So I got plus weapons there for some, not for every character, but just for some of them. I felt like it was the best idea for the time being. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna repair that axe. Yeah. Yeah, let me just go to repairs. Yep, I don't mind. That's a really nice axe. I'm gonna repair that. This is really bothering me. Anywho. But yep, as you can see, an A or an S rank at this point, so I'm really getting into my own. As usual, I'm going to do off screen and do these battles, then do my explanation, blah blah blah, doing all that off screen. Then it's off towards, well, the battle of a lifetime. It's not going to be an easy one, it's going to be most brutal, most definitely. Everything also going to try. What I'm also going to try and do is let's see. I'm going to try and get everyone's job class maxed out. I mean, their skill with the job they're using. So yeah, I really want that to be maxed out by now. Let's see. But I'm almost there with some other characters. That's where the good old Master Seal comes in to try and help me out. But yeah, that's where the knowledge gem comes in. So I'm just going to keep switching knowledge gems and stuff. Let's see. You don't really need that much speed. You're pretty fast as it is. Let's see, what can I give you instead? So that's the Lapo shield. A shield that offers divine protection for steeds. Notify extra effectiveness against cavalry units. That's actually pretty nice. I'm gonna give you that instead. Having extra movement is even better for you because then we can hit targets even more further away. This makes more sense. But yes, I will eventually. I will try to. I really want to try and get those master. I want to try and get the classes up to get the class skills from the master class for all of the Reply members. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in time, but maybe if the battles, maybe. Just have to hope. But yeah, next time, well, it's straight towards this battle, Conquer Enbar. Yep, and I gotta think it's gonna be a pretty brutal battle. So, yep, like I'm mentioning, make sure you are prepared. I bought a whole bunch of elixirs just in case. I said, screw it, I just buy 5 of them, I might need them. But with that, this is Maximum 347, gamers of all types and RPG the platformer. Stay classy.